All right, it's that time again for the Austin, Texas real estate market update. Let's go. All right, let's jump into what's happening with the Austin, Texas market, because there's a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of confusion, and a lot of people that just don't really know what's going on in the Austin market. Some people think it's up and it's down and it's all around, and hey, it's all of that. So stick around to the end, because I'll give you my summary on what's been happening and what it means for you to consider buying or selling real estate right now. All right, so let's jump into what we're really looking at, which is a tale of two cities, Travis County and Williamson County. Now, I know they're counties and not cities, but it was just a cool thing to say, because those two areas are the major counties that incorporate most of what people consider Austin, Texas. And so there's been very different things happening in Travis County, which is Travis County is what most people understand to be the Austin Central Metro area, and a little bit of the hill country towards Lake Travis, essentially the Colorado River. And Williamson County is the northernmore region. The areas like Round Rock. A lot of people know Round Rock, the fastest growing area in the country at one point. Georgetown, Cedar Park, Leander, and Liberty Hill. And so Williamson County is a little bit more rural. Now, because we are looking at this data from a micro level, because here's the thing, you hear people talking about Austin, Texas, and there's a lot of people talking about Austin, Texas who don't live in Austin, Texas, or who don't even live in Texas, and so they don't really have a clear understanding as far as what's really going on for what's happening with listings and with buyers, and running a team that is consistently working every day with sellers and buyers. Then we have a little bit better pulse as far as what's happening from data that can't be reported on a spreadsheet. And so we're looking at data provided to us from the Austin Board of Realtors, and it's so great because it lays out, as you can see here, a really great, simple summary of what's going on. However, there's one thing that adds to the confusion, and that's these little yellow arrows. And the little yellow arrows here show a year-over-year trend, which can certainly confuse things and mislead things, especially if you're somebody who's not living in Austin, Texas, or not living in Texas, and you're trying to interpret the data. Because remember, last year the market peaked in May, and then it's just been up, down, and all around since then. And so the whole reason I do these videos is to track month over month what's been going on. And because I'm sharing with you that month over month data and how what those numbers really look like, and as a team leader who owns a team and works with sellers and buyers every day, you can get a little bit more insight and a little bit more understanding and clarity around what's really going on in the Austin, Texas market. Okay, let's jump in. So we're looking at Travis County here, and Travis County median sales price is $534,000, and that's pretty interesting because last month the median sales price was $545,000. So that means a $10,000 reduction in median price, and that's minus 2%. So we're down 2% in just 1 month in Travis County. Now, that doesn't sound good. However, since the beginning of the year, Travis County is up a net 9% year to date. So from January to today's October 4th, that I'm doing this video, there's the Travis County's up 9%. Okay, that's including this negative 2% here. Okay, so it's been a pretty good year for Travis County. Now, if you're selling your property in Travis County, you may not be feeling or experiencing that. And so stay tuned to the end, because I'll tell you why that's happening. Okay, so let's finish up the numbers here. Closed sales, 1,355. That's pretty even. It's very, very close. It hasn't changed much month over month from last month. It's been even. So the number of closings, people who've closed on a home to buy or sell, is 1,355. The previous month was just a little bit lower than that. Okay, average days on market, 55 days on market, and that's up 4 days from the previous month. And so the average days on market is creeping up just a little bit, which could be expected in the fall months. There's a little bit less buyers running around than there was in March, April, May, June, July. August begins to slow down traditionally in Austin, Texas, but this year, by the way, July slowed down a little bit sooner. If you're a seller and you experience that was happening all over the place, not just Travis County, but Williamson County. It slowed down a little bit earlier, but then it picked up a little bit faster in early September. Okay, so plus 4 days, average days on market in Travis County. New listings, 1,921. That's up about 100 homes. So a little bit of an uptick in people deciding, hey, I should list my home in August. Now, total overall active listings. So total listings on the market, 4,772. That's up just a hair again. So the market just upticking. Nothing major, but just a little tiny uptick. About 100 extra homes on the market from last month. Not a terribly big deal. Pending sales, 1,205. Down about 100 homes. And so the months of inventory at 4.1. Again, that's also hangs nice and even from where we were last month. Okay, so let's take a look at Williamson County, and then I'll give you my summary in regards to what this all means and what you may consider to do if you're a buyer or seller. Okay, Williamson County, $435,000 median sales price from last month, $428,000. So it's actually up $7,000 and up 1%. Now remember, Travis County experienced down 2%, and Williamson County, I'm reporting here, is up 1% month over month. Now, as the monthly month-over-month data is different, so is the annual data year-to-date, and it's down 1% year-to-date. So Williamson County's been up, and it's down, and it's up, and it's down. But it's been the downswings that it's experienced has pulled it further down and kept it at negative 1% year to date. So while Travis County was up 9%, Williamson County is down 1% year to date. And so that's why the title of this video is A Tale of Two Cities, is because, man, it's very interesting to see that Travis County, with its urban and with its urban core and higher price points, obviously, we see that, is experiencing something much different than Williamson County. And so depending on where you live is depending on what you may be experiencing. Okay, I have more to comment on that, but let's run through the data, and then I'll give you my summary, and we'll tie up. All right, so closed sales in Williamson County, 971. It's up just a little bit. So 59 days on market, that's up a little bit, as was Travis County. Up only 2 days here, though, compared to the 4 days up on Travis County. So we're seeing a little bit of an uptick. New listings, 1,241. That's equal to what we received last month, just a few numbers off, but not enough to express a difference. Active listings, 2,867. Now, the difference between new listings and active listings is new listings are people who decided to list their property in the month of August versus the total overall homes for sale in the month of August, and that was 2,867. That's plus about 100 homes for active listings. So again, like Travis County, not a ton of a difference in regards to new listings and active listings. And just like Travis County, Williamson County's down about 50 homes, 906 for pending sales for the month of August. Months of inventory, 3.2, like Travis County. It's just up just a tiny little hair. I put an equal sign on my little notes that I'm looking at here, but not a whole heck of a lot of change in the number of listings, the number of pending sales, the active days on market, but a little bit of swing on the median price point, and obviously a big difference in what you may be experiencing for market appreciation or depreciation from Travis to Williamson County. Again, one more time, Travis County, 9% up year to date. Williamson County down negative 1% year to date. Okay, so what should you expect the next several months? Well, look, we're moving into traditional months of fall and winter. And while there's a little a period of time, I'd say from September, October, up until about the holiday, Thanksgiving, where there's still a fair amount of activity, 2,500 to 3,000 homes selling a month, then if you're going to sell, you need to get it done right now, because how much more appreciation or depreciation will we see? Well, I think the bumpy ride as we've been kind of skidding across the bottom here, because remember, we lost a significant amount from May of 2022. And, Travis County, while up 9%, did experience months where it dipped and was negative. Williamson County down negative 1% since the beginning of the year, experienced bigger chunks of down while still experiencing some up. And so I think that's what's happening right now. And if you have a crystal ball, certainly email me. I'd love to borrow it, because nobody's quite sure what'll happen with interest rates not expected to fall, and the Fed communicating that it's likely to stay or possibly even move upward a little bit. We're hanging around 8% for interest rates, which is a little crazy, and certainly affecting most of the investors who are significantly reduced in regards to the activity on the market, and the affordability for primary homeowners who are paying significantly more for their properties based off of higher interest rates and higher taxes because of higher property values. Texas is not cheap on property taxes compared to other states in the union. Okay, so what should you do? If you're listed for sale right now, get busy and get that property sold, because we're not quite sure what September may show, or October may show, or November, because these are traditionally, a little bit slower months. While still a fair amount of activities happening, you don't want to get caught in a month where you lose 3% or you lose 2%, and your property's still not selling. I'll tell you how to do that in a second. All right, so be careful. So you want to sell sooner. Time is your enemy. If you sit on the market longer than, well, look, we're seeing here 59 days is average days on market for Williamson County. For Travis County, it was 55 days, which, by the way, that number's ballooned a bit, because properties that sell after they have a price reduction sell within 30 days of being at the right price that the market deems is a good price. And for properties that price right at the onset, again, those properties are experiencing offers within 30 days. So look, here's the moral of the story. If you want to sell your home, price it right, get it done faster. The longer you're on the market, the more pain you'll experience, and the more people will see you as bruised bananas, right? Nobody wants to buy bruised bananas because you've been sitting on the market, 2 months, 3 months. Look, you want to see you're going to see the most activity because there's less buyers out there. And so they'll see your property sooner than later. And so making sure that you get your property sold sooner prevents you from being on the shelf for a long period of time. And then people start thinking, what's wrong with the property? Are they motivated? Is there something that we don't know? And it's very easy for them to swipe left and move on and look at other properties. Okay, so should you sell right now if you're considering to? Well, look, because we don't know what's going to happen in the fall season and the winter season, I'd say, do you need to sell? Do you really want to sell? Because there's really only two types of properties that are actually selling right now. Properties that have a lot of upgrades and updates and priced at market value, those properties are selling. And then properties that are priced the lowest. And I mean the lowest, or very close to the lowest. And if you're not priced the lowest because you don't have the most features and benefits and upgrades and updates, then look, you're probably going to sit and it could be a problem for you, because there are only two types of properties that are selling right now. If you don't have as many upgrades or updates and you tried to start high, you're going to sit. You may have a respectable house, but it needs some upgrades and updates, and you don't have a price. You're not in the number one price position, and by that I mean like you're priced lower or close to lower than all of the other properties listed for sale. You need to move that property. So that's why I say, look, if you're going to sell your property, unless you have to or you really want to, it may not be a good time for you to sell right now. So maybe you should hold, or maybe you should take your property off the market if you've been sitting around. Okay. Let us know on questions, comments, concerns on any of this that I'm talking about, because really this time is money and time is the enemy. And so you don't want to sit on the market a long period of time. Okay, should you buy right now? I feel like I'm a broken record. A lot of times I'm saying a lot of the same things on some of these videos. Is it the right time for you? Can you afford it? buying on speculation is always a bad idea, or selling on speculation, right? I hear that often, and I cringe every time I hear it when people are trying to time the market as a seller. Well, I'm going to wait for this, and I'm going to wait to see what the market does. I've seen more people as an investor and working with investors lose money trying to time any market versus buying or selling when it makes sense for them, and making a move based off of their own personal circumstances. And in the real estate market, trying to time the market is almost always a losing scenario, because you just can't do it, because we never know what the market's doing until we're 3 to 6 months out of whatever trend we've experienced during that time frame. So look, if you want to buy. Will the interest rates go down? At some point in the future, they will. But buying based off of stretching yourself in your budget and putting yourself at risk in regards to your financial situation in hope of the interest rates coming down is probably not a good idea. So look, if you're going to buy because it makes sense for you. Buy because you have to. Buy because you need to. Buy because you can afford. And look, the market is 25 to 30% off compared to where it was previously. So there are some good deals. Sellers are cooperating. If you have a good agent, then the agent may be able to negotiate interest rate buy down. That could help. It could be a temporary one. It could be a permanent one. There are solutions. There are creative solutions. And so I'll tie up with, look, that's part of our position, is to bring creative solutions for people to win in real estate, because most people are coming at you and having a conversation based off of limited knowledge or limited experience or only one perspective, when you really need to be able to see the full menu of what's out there for you so that you can have clarity. And clarity's power, and then you'll be able to make a decision best for you. Hey, stay tuned. I appreciate you guys.